Hey everyone, if you want to know how I got from this to this, then you are going to want to stay tuned to this video. We're going to cover all methods: pre-parting, molding, tucking the hair, how to curl, all of the things. Okay, so we're going to start with the middle part, of course, and you're going to start when I'm lining up with her nose and then lining up with the nape of her neck and clip one half away. And now you're going to start parting a bottom row. For this style, we're only going to have 4 rows. So we're going to start at the nape of that ear. And we're going to start the next row kind of like right under her temple. And you're going to start braiding them out the way just so you can see that your rows are as even as possible. And this is the top row, and they're all kind of going to be in like a U-shaped. This is how I style all my clients. I like to do a U-shape so I can see the size of their head, the circumference of their head, and kind of see what size and everything works best for them. And that was kind of like your pre-parting method. So you're going to take that first row out, and then we're going to take the second row above it out. And so this is so that we can part the straightest line. I'll link all of the products that I use in the description. And yeah, we're going to begin parting. So you're just going to put some gel on that line and trace it all the way down until you get a line as straight as possible. And the thing I like about this technique is that because there's gel on the part, the gel will be out the way for that top section as well as the bottom section as well. So there's no like secret little flyaway hairs trying to creep in the next braid, okay? So you're gonna go down the middle of the nape of the neck and put some gel down. So this is the pre-parting method for all. You always wanna lay some gel on it once you're about to begin to braid. In the first sections of this video, you didn't see me apply any gel to the pre-parting section because we were not ready to braid up in that area. So this is where we're about to start braiding. And I used the 99J 3-in-1 Expressions hair. And yeah, we are about to get started. So everything is going to be a layered kind of molding process. So you want to start on the inside, gelling down, and then the outside, and you're going to want to comb towards the center. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what this process looks like again, because my hands were like kind of in the way. But when you begin to braid, you're going to start the braid within 3 sections. And so that you're going to see how I'm doing it right there. It's horizontal first, and then the second half is horizontal, so that you get the perfect foundational knotless braid. And I'm just kind of showing you guys what this process looks like, and then on this second braid, we're gonna go in more in-depth detail. And I always use a comb, okay? I always use a comb to smooth out her real hair. Because those flyaways get serious, okay? So as you can see, I'm starting in the middle, and I'm putting the gel on the middle first before I put gel on the outsides. And so this is to make sure that the knotless braid is as sleek as possible, okay? We want this braid to be as sleek as possible. So here I am just showing you guys that method again. We're going to comb all the way towards the center, and yes, just mow down the inside and the outside last, okay? Because that is what sometimes those hairs will like kind of creep up on you, and you will be wondering why it's not as sleek. And that's because you didn't start from the inside first and then worked your way towards the outside. So you're going to twist it like that just to make sure it is parted, and then we're going to go in with the sectioning, equaling into three parts. And you're going to feed in with that index finger and that thumb. So I'm going to show you guys once again, because yeah, this is the best method I use for all of my knotless braids. Again, you can see me going through with the comb, applying a little bit of product to her hair just so it's tamed and tucked under. And this is also how you get your client's braids to last a really long time, okay? As you can see, her hair is sticking out like crazy. Apply some product to it and tuck it to the back of the braiding hair and tuck it under. So literally tucking means tucking, okay? This is what's going to keep your client's braids lasting the longest. And this is really what a protective style is. All of their hair should be tucked up and under, okay? And when you're done braiding to the desired length, you're just going to clip the ends so that when you're ready for your flexi rods, it's not all over the place and they're all the same length. So you're going to go ahead and repeat that process for the next couple of rows, right? So this is like right under her temple. This is the second row. We're just applying that gel so we can get a nice, clean, crisp line. And always remember, you guys, pre-parting is literally just the blueprint, okay? Like, you have to always make sure your lines are crisp after you apply the gel. So make sure, you know, that part is straight. Kind of move your client's scalp around and see what is going on, because when we do this bricklayer method, it's really going to show how clean and crisp your braids are. And I'm going to show you guys in slow motion. You want to make sure the braids are offset and staggered. So if there's two braids, you want to make sure there's a braid going down the middle of those two braids, and so on and so forth. Just because this gives the style a more flat laid look, and it also gives it a more fuller look because all the braids are filling in the gaps. So as you can see, it's kind of staggered like a brick would be. And you're always going to want to take out the hairs next to the braid and the rows, just because this allows, you know, flexible movement of the hair when you're about to begin parting. Always applying gel to those parts, and as you can see, I'm about to clip those away and we're about to begin parting, okay? And the reason why I'm showing you guys this method is because there's so many ways to complete braid styles, but I have found that this is the best effective method for me. I've been braiding for 8 years, so trust and believe, you guys, I know what it's gonna take to get those braids nice, clean, crispy, okay? You see those lines are crispy, and that is all we want. Starting with the middle. The middle of the head is a little bit thicker, so you're definitely gonna want to start in the front, in the middle, so that, you know, all those hairs can be laid. In the back and at the front of the head, it's a little bit easier, but yeah, you're going to want to have to do a lot of smoothing everything out, a lot of product being applied, making sure you're tugging and tucking on the hair, because this allows for you to make sure that the braid is super tight, okay? Like I said, tug and tuck on the natural hair so you can feel the tightness of the braid. This is what's going to help you with your grip and staying close to that loop of that knotless. So making sure you can either tuck the hair through the front or through the back. Honestly, you kind of want to go with the flow with this, because sometimes her natural hair will be in the front and you'll have to pull the hair to the back, or sometimes her natural hair will be in the back and you have to pull the braiding hair to the front. So just kind of be aware of that with your client's hair sometimes, because when you're braiding, it's not always the same, but you know, the method is the same. So as long as you're tucking that hair, whether it's in the front, back, upside down, wherever it's at, you want to make sure it is tucked inside that next loop, so that, you know, if anything happens, her hair is not coming out, okay? So here I am just going over these next two rows in that U shape. And the reason why I like this U shape is because I feel that it suits best for like seeing your full client's head, okay? Like a lot of the times when we've used other pre-parting methods, the braids weren't as crisp, or it wasn't as neat because of the brick layering, and I found that the U shape is the easiest way to do the brick layering. So here we are again, just showing you this method of flattening those sleek knotless braids. Like I said, I will put all the links to the products that I use in the description box, so you guys can see what I'm using to mold down. Because baby, these Coi Leray braids, even though they're large and she only got about 10 on her head, these last her at least 10 weeks. And this is because of the product, this is because of the molding, and this is also because I tucked her natural hair inside that braid and I applied gel to her natural hair as I was braiding down. So it locks in all the hairs, not a hair out of place, even if she's working out, even if she's working a long, hard day, like it doesn't matter. Even if she don't got her headscarf on and she at home just relaxing and chilling, okay? So please, please, please make sure you are really taking your time with this molding process and this tucking process, because this is what's going to get those knotless braids flat and sleek, okay? So yeah, and you always want to double check your parting before you begin looping anything. Like, always want to, kind of move the scalp around. Some people have moving scalps, some people don't, you know what I mean? Some people have different things going on within their hair. So you always want to double check and like kind of tug, and how I twisted in the beginning to see how smooth out it was. Like, you want to do little exercises like that to go ahead and double check how straight and crisp that braid is about to be. And as you can see right here, I done went on the inside a million times to make sure that this hair is going to be flat and laid. And even when you're parting out these 3 sections, you also want to comb those out and smooth those out too, because it's a little bit different when you're braiding in the middle of the head. So always make sure you comb those out, and you comb them in the exact same direction that you're going to be braiding in. Whichever loop method works for you, if you braid overhand or underhand. If you would like for me to do a video on underhand and overhand, definitely let me know in the comment box. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, let me know in the comment box any questions or concerns. Share this with a fellow braider, okay? Because I want to see all my braiders win. So now we're going to take a flexi rod and we're going to twist the hair and not just wrap it around. So we're going to twist and wrap and twist and wrap and twist and wrap. And this is what gets that bouncy Coi Leray feel, okay? Because it's not like you're just wrapping the hair around. The curl with this way is just a little bit more uniform, and that's how you get that method. If you guys need a more detailed video about that, please just let me know, because I want to be able to share with y'all all my tips of my 8-year journey, okay? So now we're just taking that hot water, of course, making sure that those curls are going to be dipped, and you let it sit in the water for a little bit, and then you go ahead and let it dry. And some of these curls are actually wrapped together, so you just kind of want to be careful when you're unwrapping these and separating the curls, just because they are still a little bit wet. As you can see, I have 3 of them attached to each other. You kind of want to just be gentle and make sure the curl is still intact and everything like that, and be as gentle as possible, because these curls are still fresh and we are still dealing with synthetic hair. Okay, so like I said, you guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please, please, please let me know, okay? And I will give you guys all the tips and tricks that you guys want. Let me know, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and share this with a braider, a friend who knows how to do her own hair, whatever the case may be, because I want to see all my girls win. And like, isn't this just like such a pretty color? Like, it's like a brown, but a burgundy. You know what I mean? It's just a whole bunch of different colors. But anyways, y'all, I'm located in Houston if you would like to get your hair braided by me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.